Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to John Hardin High School for tonight's semifinal action of the 5th Region Tournament. Tonight's matchup has the Elizabethtown Panthers taking on the Bethlehem Banshees. We're now going to turn it over to Zach Newton with tonight's starting lineups.
Freshman defender number 9, Molly Durbin. Senior forward number 10, Emma Zoller. Sophomore defender number 11, Kennedy Carter. Freshman midfielder number 12, Emma Robinson. Junior forward, Adeline Inman. Sophomore forward, Isabella Yates. Junior defender, Emma Swink. And sophomore forward, Campbell Wallace. Assistants for Etown are Peter Kremser, John Parsons, and Abigail Zoller. Head coach for the Panthers, Rob Zoller. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Bethlehem Banshees. Number 4, Kenzie Clayton. Number 14, Mariella Lozano. Number 10, Lily Meredith. Number 3, Ashlyn Miles. Number 11, Tessa Miles. Number 1, Bailey Roby. Number 5, Presley Sparks. Number 2, Emma Simpson. Number 13, Carly Thurman. Number 23, Chloe Young. And number 18, Gracie Zutterman.
So there we have the starting lineups. Again, the winner of this one moves on to Thursday night's championship game back here at John Hardin High School. This is the first of 2 semifinals tonight. Our nightcap will have the LaRue County Hawks taking on the Bardstown Tigers. For Elizabethtown yesterday, they were victorious over Taylor County 10-0. And Bethlehem drew a draw after winning their district title last week. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, EtownApartments.com, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, Etown Exterminating, and West Point Bank. For Etown, they will have the opening possession tonight. In goal for Elizabethtown will be Marissa Bates. In goal for Bethlehem will be Gracie Zutterman. And it'll be Emma Zoller to start this off. That'll go out, throw in for the Panthers. Inman going to throw this one in. He's going to throw it all the way into the box, trying to get it to the back. That one's headed out that time by Young. Back across. Now Miles with it, Tessa Miles. She'll send it forward. Swing chasing after this one. Carly Thurman chasing after it for the Banshees. It goes out off Etown. Thurman quickly with it in. That one off Tessa Miles at the top of the box. And headed around a couple of times that time by Molly Durbin. Out near midfield. It'll be Meredith who sends it back the other way. That's going to get out. Throw in Etown. Swing to throw this one in to Inman. And Carter sends it out near midfield. Campbell Wallace now with it. As Young is on her. Robinson now has it on the right side. That one will be poked out by Meredith. Etown to throw it in. Swink will take this one. Quickly gets it into Carter. That one goes out off of Etown. It'll be a throw in for the Banshees. Meredith will come to take this one. Into Tessa Miles. That one goes over to Yates. Now Ashlyn Miles with it for the Banshees. That one off an Etown player. Yates now with it. She's going to get it to the middle. And it'll be Garcia with it for the Panthers. Up to Campbell Wallace. Now poked back out. Carter will send it in. Ashlyn Mills hits it over to Tessa. Said Mills, sorry, Miles. Robinson trying to get it to Campbell Wallace. And it is Ashlyn Miles with it. Up to Thurman. Back for Meredith. Meredith will send it down. A little too heavy of a touch. This will roll in the box, and Bates will pick it up. Wants this one away. High hop. Played to the outside by Sparks. And Tessa Miles again, a little too heavy of a touch. Goes down to Yates. We do have wind today. We haven't had wind really in last week's district tournament or this week, the first 2 days. Wind blowing from right to left on the TV. This will be sent down. Campbell Wallace chases after it. It'll be Clayton who gets there first for the Banshees. Try to keep it in to Robinson. Now Robinson gets it to Carter at top of the box. That's going to be poked out by Meredith. It'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. Inman to take this one. This one into the box. It's headed out. That'll be a corner kick now for the Panthers. Emma Zoller will come to take this one. Apologize, we are blocked off down there by the concession stand locker room facility. That one is sent to the top of the box. Meredith out with it for the Banshees. Robinson coming back for the Panthers. Crosses, gets it to Thurman. Thurman in the middle of the field. She's going to shoot, and that'll go high. And it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. Langley Wallace to take this goal kick. This one's going to go out. Throw in for the Banshees. Meredith to throw this one in. Into Tessa Miles. Now they'll send it to the center. Clayton now with it. She'll send it back out to the left to Tessa Miles. She'll send it in the middle. Langley Wallace gets to that one. That'll be sent down the right side for the Panthers. No one back deep for Elizabethtown. Young will send it back to Zutterman. Zutterman out the other side. Lozano now with it for Bethlehem. And Inman gets it right back for the Panthers. Towards the middle again. Young sends it up. This time getting it to Sparks. Ashlyn Miles lays it back for Simpson. Trying to turn it in. Swink. Send it back. Meredith comes over. She'll send it back near midfield. Ashlyn Miles again now with it to Sparks right at midfield. And now it'll be Clayton who sends it out the other side to Lozano. Trying to get it down to the corner. And Garcia turns and will kick it out. It'll be a throw-in. And it'll be Thurman who'll come to take this throw-in. It'll be Ashlyn Miles who throws that one in. Zoller hits that one out. She'll get it up to Campbell Wallace. Lozano there for Bethlehem. That one's going to go off Etown. Throw in for the Banshees. Lozano to take this one. Garcia heads it back towards the middle of the field. Carter there for Etown. And it'll be Simpson who gets it back for Bethlehem. Sent in. Langley Wallace heads it back the other way. Carter again with it for Etown. As the Miles sisters coming almost squeeze her. It will be a foul, and it'll be a free kick for the Panthers. Langley Wallace will take this one. So we'll go down the middle. Headed there by Sparks. It'll go out. Garcia will track it down for the Panthers. She's going to take it towards that. Lozano in front of her. It's going to go off Lozano. And then over the in line will be a corner kick for the Panthers. Zoller again will come to take this one. Get Langley Wallace up there late. Like to use her and Inman on the backside for headers. This will be sent near the top of the box. Goes over everyone's head. Yates coming back for it. She'll get it right before Meredith gets there. Pass trying to go towards the middle. Carter's going to keep it down here. Headed around. Headed back by Clayton, then outside to Meredith. Inman got a foot on that one, but it'll come back to Meredith. She'll get it up to Tessa Miles. She gets it to Ashlyn Miles. This will go out to the right. I believe that went off of a Panther, and it'll be a throw-in, Banshees. Ashlyn Miles heads over to take this one. Throw into Thurman. Cleared out by the Panthers. Simpson keeps it down there. Thurman able to get to it. That's going to go off Langley Wallace and out. It'll be a corner kick for the Banshees. Chloe Young comes up from the back to take this one. Just over 9 minutes into the ball game. This one's going to go to the far side. That one out. And it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. Langley Wallace will take this one. That one comes out. Back near midfield. Young will send it back down the other way. Garcia plays this one up to Yates. Post free. Ashlyn Miles will send it down to the corner. Roby chases after this one. It'll go out off of Roby and be a throw in for the Panthers. Garcia comes to take this one. Out off of Etown, now throw in for the Banshees. Ashlyn Miles to throw this one in. Zoller knees it right to Yates. She'll send it up near midfield, but it's going to be Simpson who keeps it on this end for Bethlehem. Back to midfield. Meredith there. She'll send it towards the box. Getting headed with consistent possession here early in the ball game. Zoller sends it back up again. Simpson there. She'll send it to the outside for Roby. Roby going to lay it back for Meredith. Robinson comes over for the Panthers. We sent in. Langley Wallace gets to that one, and she'll clear it out down Etown's left to Campbell Wallace. And it was Clayton on her. She gets past midfield. They're going to have a foul called, so it'll be free kick for the Panthers. Looks like it'll be Zoller to take this one. So going to get into the box. Headed back out by Ashlyn Miles. Ball comes back out Garcia going to send it right back in, gets it to the right side. Yates there. Coming over was Clayton, and that'll be cleared out and be a throw-in for the Panthers. Swing to throw this one in. Oh, it'll be Inman. Clayton heads it high in the air. Lozano will head it out of the box. Inman keeps possession, drives down to the corner. She'll cross there. Zetterman gets to it. It's on the ground, and Zetterman picks it up. And Zetterman did not have a clean handle on it. There's a lot of protection given to, and they are going to say it was a foul. This one will go out. Meredith now with it. Back to Clayton. Clayton will send it near midfield, trying to get it to Roby. Garcia over there for Etown. To Campbell Wallace. Sent back. Roby will play it to the middle. Langley Wallace kicks that one out. Thurman there. I have subs coming in. Zoller heads it back towards midfield. Garcia gets to that one. Ball bounced around. Rachel Bell sends it towards the middle. Ashlyn Miles, she'll send it down to the corner. That'll go over. Be a throw in Etown. Garcia to take this one. Comes to Ashlyn Miles. Back outside.
There you go. There you go.
Goes off the back of a Panther. Hurst back in towards the middle. Now Carter will send it up Etown's left. Meredith there. Campbell Wallace comes over. Able to keep it in, but it goes right to Meredith. Garcia comes in, sends it back near midfield. We played all the way back to Clayton. She'll send it back down the right side. Durbin heads that one in the air. That's going to go out off Etown. Banshee throw in. Thurman and a couple of Panthers going after the ball. Again, possession been hard to keep here in this early part of the game. Goes to 15 minutes into the ball game, 25-19 to go. And that goes off the Panthers, and it'll be a corner kick for the Banshees. Again, it'll be Chloe Young that comes up from her defensive position. She'll lay it back for Meredith right at the top of the box. That shot off Zoller. Meredith going to lay this one back. Clayton will send it towards the middle. Campbell Wallace now with it for the Panthers. She'll send it to the outside. Yates chasing after it. Simpson there for Bethlehem. That way Hurst gets it back. Or sorry, Sparks gets it back. Now Zoller with it. She tries to chip it forward. It goes out. Throw in Etown, trying to get it down to Rachel Bell. Clayton comes over. She'll send this one. It'll go out. Throw in Etown. Swing to throw this one in. Into Campbell Wallace. Back towards the middle. Zoller there. Her and Ashlyn Miles going after it. Thurman lays this one back to Tessa Miles. Carter comes over for Etown.
Come on.
Both fans now mad at the officials. Zoller will take this one. Set towards the top of the box, headed towards the backside. Yates there, shot, and in. Isabella Yates with the goal. .33-34 to go in the first half.
Elizabethtown goal scored by number 15, Isabella.
This is a Hart County Education community television production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, EtownApartments.com, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, Etown Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Play it back to Ashlyn Miles. She'll send it forward. That'll go all the way into the box. Bates will come out, pick that one up. That one punted away. Played it back towards the middle. Inman now there. Again, back and forth. Sparks with it, surrounded by Panthers. Simpson going to send it down the right side. That'll take a couple of hops right to Bates.
Come on, Blue, you gotta work.
Zoller going to send this one down the center of the field. Clayton gets there first, sends it to the outside. Tessa Miles there. She'll send it towards the other side, high hop. Garcia heads it towards the middle. Hurst and Durbin run into each other. Be a foul on Etown. Free kick for the Banshees.
Hey, Mark, there sometime. Push it up.
Clayton to take this free kick. Heading towards the goal. Bates comes out, makes the catch. It's point high in the air, going to come down near midfield. Simpson there for Bethlehem. It goes out. Inman to inbound it. Just quickly throwing it into the box. Clayton back there for Bethlehem. She'll let it go over the inline. It'll be a goal kick. Banshees. A reminder, there will be a second semifinal tonight. Bardstown will take on LaRue County. And then the final will be at 7 o'clock on Thursday night, right back here at John Hardin High School. This one will come to Lozano. Outside to Tessa Miles. She'll play it back to the middle to Simpson, but it'll go to Campbell Wallace. She lays it back to Yates. Yates will send it to the outside. Garcia now with it. Hurst coming up from behind. Poked free. And we have an offsides, and it'll be a free kick for the Banshees. Clayton will take this one. So down the middle. Zoller moves over to get it to the outside. Garcia there. Trying to get it to Carter. Meredith sent it back towards the middle. Simpson to the outside. And then Garcia gets it right back for the Panthers. Carter in the middle for Yates. Simpson comes up. This one will go down to the corner. Bell chases after. Tessa Miles there for Bethlehem. Cross to Campbell Wallace. Shot and saved by Zutterman. Zutterman punt this one away. Inman heads it back. Simpson gets to it first for Bethlehem. Now up. Swink will send it back down the other way. Simpson heads it towards midfield. Tessa Miles to Thurman. Thurman with it. She'll lay it to the outside. Sparks and Carter chasing after it to the far side. Carter not able to keep it in. It'll be a throw in. Meredith quickly throws it in to Sparks. Sparks towards the middle. Langley Wallace there sends it back up. That'll be Ashlyn Miles and Yates going after it. Outside to Tessa Miles, to Thurman, to Ashlyn Miles. Bouncing around, it's going to be put right on Thurman. And shot by Thurman, just wide. So it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. Subs coming in on both sides. Langley Wallace will take this one. Just under 18 minutes to go here in the opening half. That'll go out. Throw in for Bethlehem. Thurman to take this one.
Nice job, coach.
Gets it to Roby. Roby turn shot wide right. Goal kick Etown. Subs in. Tomorrow night we will be in Bardstown at Thomas Nelson High School for the 5th Region Boys Championship game. The Elizabethtown Panthers and the North Hardin Trojans. Starting at 7. That goes out off Etown. Bethlehem to throw it in. Ashlyn Miles throws this one down the line. Garcia heads it back towards the middle. Inman on the outside. As Tessa Miles gets there. Meredith sends it back to Sparks in the middle. Laid off for Ashlyn Miles. Zoller has it back for Etown. And gets it back to the outside for Thurman, but Swink gets there first for Etown. She'll send it up for Davis. Now Tessa Miles with it. She'll play it back for Clayton. Clayton down the middle of the field. Swink misses. Ball bounced away. Thurman back. Oh, sorry, I said Thurman. It was Roby that missed on that one. Robinson tries to send it forward. Ashley Miles will play it outside. And with Robinson there first, she'll play it up. Davis now with it for the Panthers. Simpson in front of her. Lay back to Carter. Carter travels in. Simpson will clear that one out to the outside. Tessa Miles not able to get to it. It'll be a throw in for the Panthers. Inman to throw this one in.
Carly, you gotta be aggressive. Let's go.
Trying to get it to Campbell Wallace. She's bracketed by a pair of Banshees. Roby, that one stays in. Onto the foot of Carter. Carter sends it towards the middle. A little too far for Robinson. She'll get it outside to Davis. Lozano comes over. She'll kick it out. It'll be a throw in Etown. Davis quickly going to throw this one in. Just drops it into Swink. That was going to be a bad throw. They'll throw in now for the Banshees. Thurman picks it up. Sparks plays it back to Lozano. She'll play it down the line. This will go out. Swink lets it, and then she'll pick it up to throw it in. Towards the middle. Roby with it. Lays it back to the outside for Thurman. They're going to send it across the field. Garcia gets to it first. Now Roby right on her foot. She gets away. Langley Wallace clears it out up the left side. Inman comes over. She'll play it up as Meredith there for Bethlehem. Played forward. Clayton gets to this one first as Campbell Wallace comes up. That'll be out. And throw in Etown. And it'll be Inman who will come and get this one. .14:08 to go in the first half. And Etown on top 1-0. Isabella Yates scored with 23:34 to go in this first half. And gets it in most of it. I believe it was Ashlyn Miles that headed that one out. It was Ashley Miles that time. It's cleared out. Garcia gets to it first for the Panthers. Now to come to Zoller. Roby battling for it. Now Langley Wallace will send it up. Headed right back by Simpson. Simpson will kick this one to the outside for Thurman. Into the middle. Zoller gets to that one. It goes to Sparks. Carter comes back. She'll get it out for Davis. Davis will play it back for Swink. Swink's over near the middle. Clayton gets there first. I'll be sent down the field, but to Langley Wallace. Outside for Swink. Again, not a lot of possession. Back and forth between the Banshees and the Panthers. Thurman keeps it towards the middle. Young now with it to the outside. Tessa Miles will play it back, but that's going to go out. Be a throw in, Etown. Garcia to throw this one in. Headed towards the middle. Simpson there. Comes to Durbin. Durbin will send it back. And then it's Meredith that sends it back the other way. Langley Wallace heads that one out. Throw in Bethlehem. Tessa Miles to throw this one in. To Roby. Ashley Miles heads it forward. Zoller kick it out. Near the side, Inman able to keep it in. He's going to send it down the field. Young turns and sends it back near midfield. Well, we played to the outside. It's going to go off Etown. Throw in Banshees. Meredith. Oh, she was going to. Now it looks like it'll be Ashlyn Miles to throw this one in. Garcia heads it out. Inman gets to it. She'll keep possession. Plays it forward. She'll send it out near midfield. Lozano keeps it in. She sends it down the line. Thurman comes over chasing after, but Langley Wallace will get there first, and she'll send it back near midfield, where Simpson will get it. That's going to go off Etown. Throw in for Bethlehem. Lozano to throw this one in. Quickly down the line. Swink header. Now Zoller will head it. That'll go out. It'll be another throw in. Bethlehem. Ashlyn Miles forward. Swink sends it back. Lozano now with it. As Campbell Wallace comes back, she'll get it over to Inman. Sparks provides the pressure there. Now to be Meredith. As Inman continues to carry it down the field. Clayton will hurry up and get over it. Able to keep it in. She gets it to Tessa Miles. That goes off Garcia, right back to Tessa Miles. Now she'll go down. Bethlehem's right side. Bates going to come up to the box, and she's out of the box. She kicks it. It'll go out and be a throw in. Tessa Miles quickly with it. Into Ashlyn Miles. Garcia will clear that one back up near midfield. Carter sends it down again, headed back by Clayton. Now to the outside, Meredith with it. Another foul on Etown. Meredith will take this one. Up to the left, Robinson heads it towards the outside. Thurman will get there first. Thurman carries it towards the middle of the field. Shot, one hop, and Bates gets it. 9:35 to go in the first half. Davis heads out and it'll go out. Throw in. Bethlehem. Lozano to take this one. Now Swink there. It's her and Thurman go after. It goes out off Etown. Another throw in. Thurman going to send this one. Trying to send it to Sparks. Langley Wallace heads it back. Now Thurman will send it across, trying to get it to Tessa Miles. It comes into the box. Roby chases after, but Bates gets there first. will punt this one away. Popped in the air. Langley Wallace looked like that was close to a handball. Campbell Wallace now with it, takes it down, and she'll be fouled. And this will be a card. Will be issued to Emma Simpson. Be a free kick from there for the Panthers. Subs coming in for both teams.
To Bethel's Emma Simpson.
Right now it's a one-person wall in Tessa Miles. Zoller will take this one. To the far side, coming in as Robinson sends it back across. Zoller will get to this one. She pops it in the air. Inman comes in, crashes in on the foot of Campbell Wallace. Now cleared out. Yates tries to keep it in. Yates again. That one's bounced back out by Sparks. Zoller down with it. Played forward. Swing will get to this one. This one goes off Tessa Miles. Langley Wallace will come over. So out near midfield. Thurman gets to it. Bell, that's a handball. And that one not, they do call it. So it'll be a free kick for
Which side?
So Thurman will take this one. Thurman going to send this one towards the goal there. And Bates from Tessa Miles. And we got a little closer to Miles' body than she wanted. I think she wanted to get an extension on her leg. Looked like it went off of her thigh. Bates with the save. Now Bates to punt it away. Lozano heads it back. Young sends it up the field. Zoller there. Sends it back the other way to Campbell Wallace. She'll play it to the middle for Yates. Yates will send it to the outside. Clayton gets to that one first. Young will send this one out. Tessa Miles able to keep it in. She now send it towards the middle. Swink will head it. Comes to Zoller. Hurst there for Bethlehem. Back to Sparks. Sparks makes a run. Tries to send it to the outside. That's behind teammate. Inman to Zoller in the middle of the field. That will just be poked up. Young will send it right back. Hurst now with it as Yates gets to it. Yates will chip this one up for Campbell Wallace. Clayton there for the Banshees. Wallace still with it. She'll send it forward for Bell. They'll go out of the box. Lozano there. Now back. Sent to the center. Sparks with it. And that'll be a foul and a free kick for the Banshees. Young to take this one. Hurst plays that one to the outside. That'll get all the way out. Throw in for the Banshees. Thurman to throw this one in. Subs coming in on both sides. Zoller sends it out to Inman. She'll send it down the middle of the field. 5 Banshees back near midfield. Bell back again. Clayton. Again, she'll head it forward. Going off different players. Swink now with it. As it was Ashlyn Miles and I believe it was Emma Zoller. And now a foul call. It'll be a free kick for the Banshees. Young sends this one forward into the box. Hurst there. Hurst shot is in. Haley Hurst ties it up with 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Oh, no goal as it was offsides. Offsides.
Beth will equalize her score by number 5, Presley Sparks.
Offsides the call. So it'll be a free kick for the Panthers. Wallace down the middle of the field to Bell. That was a handball. Carter plays it to the outside. Sends it up the right side. Zoller going after it, not going to be able to get to it. Throw in for Bethlehem. Thurman quickly to Sparks. Langley Wallace now with it. It goes to Ashlyn Miles. Miles to the outside to Meredith. And Inman gets it back for the Panthers. And tries to cross, goes off Clayton. Ashlyn Miles up to Sparks. 2:54 to go. Sparks outside for Meredith, right back to Sparks. Thurman plays it to the middle. Yates gets to it first. Sent back up the middle. It seems like both teams really out of gas here as we get into the late minutes of this first half. That'll go over the end line. It'll be a goal kick for Elizabethtown. Langley Wallace to take this one. Ashlyn Miles heads it back, but it goes to Garcia. Now Robinson with it for Etown. She'll get it up for Campbell Wallace. Clayton comes back, pokes it free. Now Meredith to to Tessa Miles. Bounce back to Tessa Miles. Garcia comes back. She'll send that one out. It'll be a throw in for the Banshees. 1:40 to go. Ashlyn Miles to send this one in. Gets through. Sent out by Durbin. That'll go wide. Throw in for Clayton. Tessa Miles heads it back. Etown really, no one stepping up to get it. Carter sends it out. Another throw in. Meredith to send this one in. Quickly in to Tessa Miles. She'll send it all the way across the field. Swing gets there, sends it back near midfield. Lozano now with it for the Banshees as Bell comes back for the Panthers. And Thurman with it. Oh, we have a stoppage. Miles to take this one. 33 seconds to go. This one goes off the wall. Campbell Wallace out there. She'll clear it. Wallace still down. 15 seconds to go. She does get up. And I think they're going to let the clock run out. And so after 40 minutes, Elizabethtown on top 1-0. And a goal by Isabella Yates. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Etownapartments.com by Mark Harris Construction is a family-owned and operated management service with over 30 years of combined service. Those who are serving our country in the military, discount is available. Take a virtual tour today at etownapartments.com. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff, available for all your recycling needs. Located in Elizabethtown on 31W, just south of exit 91 off Interstate 65. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. Etown Exterminate is a locally owned, family-run pest control company that has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. We'll be back after this short timeout with second half action.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is finally here. BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi from Brandenburg Telecom. With new Wi-Fi 6 compatibility and an app that puts you in control of your home network, get ultimate power and performance to every corner of your home. Set up and connect devices, pause Wi-Fi, and customize parental controls all from our BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi app. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, and it's a blast. Ditch your old wireless router and switch to BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi today.
Jarrett Cox with HCEC-TV. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Brandenburg Telecom, and we have Shane Witt, Customer Relations Manager for Brandenburg. Shane, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I started working for Brandenburg Telephone Company in January of 2011. I've been there for almost 12 years now. I've done a little bit of everything at Brandenburg Telephone. Started out on line crew. I've done some troubleshooting, installations, dispatch. I keep telling people they can't find anything I'm good at, so they just keep moving me from department to department.
Well, they could call you a jack of all trades. So, can you touch a little bit on the background and the history of Brandenburg?
Yeah, so we started in 1950, established in 1950 from the former Meade County Telephone Company. So we're going on over 72 years now in the community. We started out with just telephone services, and now we're doing internet, cable, security, and surveillance. And we offer a new line of cameras called Arlo, and we also offer our BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi services.
You know, I know that BBTEL Blast, there's so many exciting things about this service. Can you touch a little bit more on that?
Sure. Yep. So for the past year now, we've been deploying our BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi, and what that has really done for our customers is it put them in control of their Wi-Fi. So there's a lot of features like parental controls, setting schedules of when their kids can be on the internet, setting up new networks without having to call in. Of course, we're always welcome our customers to call us, but now we have an option for customers who like to take care of those things on their own.
And somebody that has a small little nephew that loves to get into everything, it's so important to be able to kind of restrict what they get into and what they might accidentally stumble upon on the World Wide Web.
Absolutely, yeah, and my kids probably don't like it that we have that app, because anytime they get in trouble, I can just turn their internet usage off just by my telephone.
It sounds like something you can't not have.
That's right. After having it, I couldn't imagine not having the capabilities of controlling my internet without having to call into the office.
So can you talk a little bit about how important it is to invest in the community?
Yeah, so it's really important to invest in the community. invest into kids and that want to take advantage of our co-op program and student workers, because a lot of those kids that we've used for co-op program have decided to stay at the telephone company, and we have some people that's where they started and they've been there for 20 plus years now. So it's really important to invest in the community because it often comes back.
Hardin County is just one of the greatest areas in the state, and I'm biased because I work here. But so many great talents, and just being able to find just those diamonds in the rough and be able to just watch them grow, just from that young age, and people that are potentially future customers of Brandenburg that get to work there and experience all the stuff that you all have to offer. And speaking of all the things that you have to offer, you've been so gracious to help us provide live sports coverage for the past 20 years. You and Brandenburg Telecom are the only reason that we're able to show all the parents out there their kids in live sports action every week, sometimes multiple times a week, and we just have to thank you.
Yeah, so it's a good partnership and relation that we have with HCEC-TV, and a lot of our student workers that come through Brandenburg Telephone Company in our central office, they aid support with HCEC-TV, and it is a good service to give back to the community. Myself, I have a son that plays soccer, and sometimes in Hardin County, and I may not always watch it on Channel 1, but it's kind of nice to say, you know what, I want to watch that when it comes back on. I want to see that play that I may have missed, and I want to see again. So I really enjoy the ball games that are shot by HCEC-TV.
And always being able to say, hey, my kid was on TV.
That's right.
So if anybody wants service from Brandenburg Telecom, what's the easiest way to get hold of it?
Yep, the easiest way is the old-fashioned telephone. Just give us a phone call and let us know what services that you'd like. You can always shop on our website and kind of get an idea of how much internet do I need. We do have some tools on our website that bandwidth calculators that let you say, okay, I have 10 TVs that I'm streaming on, and it gets you an idea of what package that you would need for your home.
And with everything being connected to the internet now, something like that is so important because you may not realize all the devices that you have that's getting something from the internet.
You're exactly right. And one thing that's really changed in recent years is it's not all about the download speeds anymore. Now you got to consider upload speeds. So think about churches that are streaming their services on Facebook Live. That's using upload. One thing that we're really proud of in all of our fiber services, every speed package we have is symmetrical. So you don't have to worry about determining how much download do I need versus how much upload. You can just focus on how much download do I need and know that I'm going to get the same upload speed and I have no data caps.
Brandenburg Telecom is the place here in Hardin County to get internet and any other thing you need. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. Thank you so much for all the great work that you do. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And let's go back to some live sports action. Well, I'm Jarrett Cox with HCEC-TV, and today we're very happy to have Kobe Gibson from Waddell's Auto Scrap Metal Recycling. How are you doing?
Thanks for having us. Doing good.
Can you tell me a little bit about your business?
Yeah, we're here in Etown on 311 Steel Drive. We've been family owned and operated for 53 years. We provide all types of recycling for people, everything from washers, dryers, to cars, bulldozers, semi-trucks. Pretty much if it's metal, we can take it. So.
When I come up on the Kentucky Parkway on my way to work, I see a billboard for Waddell's with several lovely kids on it. Are they yours?
Yeah, the two girls are mine, and the boys are my nephews, so they were a good model for the billboard.
I mean, it definitely shows that you're family owned and operated.
Yeah, family owned and operated, and we all live here in Hardin County, and that's kind of like we like to put money back in the community and do stuff like that. So.
And we really thank you for supporting HCEC-TV. So what are some of the more unconventional things that you scrap?
Some of the larger stuff, you know, that some people won't take. There's some yards that will not take. You know, they don't have a way to handle bulldozers, unload bulldozers. We do industrial accounts, so we've got a roll-off service. We can set roll-off boxes to haul away the metal, but we can do anything from, you know, something like I said, as small as a washer to we've picked up 60,000-pound pieces of scrap before for these factories here in town. And we like Etown, but we will go anywhere. You know, we've got accounts in Louisville, Western Kentucky, and stuff like that. So, and we also offer, like I said, low boy service. Pretty much anything you've got, we can get it picked up for you.
You know, and that's so important because Kentucky is such a vast state, and having a family-owned and operated business that'll come and scrap your stuff is just so important.
Yeah, it makes it nice. There's a lot of people like that have broken down vehicles that just don't have a way to get them to us. We've got a rollback for that. So all they got to do is call the office, and for a small fee, we'll go pick it up, and they'll get paid for it and make some money for it, and make it real easy for them.
So one thing I didn't know that you all did is you sell parts from vehicles.
Yep. So we keep, it rotates the cars. You know, we'll rotate them in and out when they get parted out too much. I mean, we've had as many as 1,000. We try to keep 500 to 1,000 just to have parts for people. At this day and age, as expensive as everything's getting, it's nice to be able to go buy a used part and save some money. So
you're telling me the next time that a deer attacks my car, I'll be able to go to your...
Yeah. Yep. Hopefully we'll be able to have everything. And if not, we can look it up and find it for you.
So one thing also that I didn't know is you all recycle things like washers and dryers and refrigerators.
Yep, pretty much anything that's metal we take, and it's not just steel items. We take aluminum cans, batteries, copper, you know, all that type of non-ferrous metal as well.
So I know that you're based in Elizabethtown. How long have you been in the area?
As far as in Etown, it would go back to the early 2000s. But they've been in business for, like I said, 53 years. So did a lot of mobile car crushing back then. So it's just, but kind of got our roots here close to home now, and that's where we'd like to stay.
Yeah, and it's so important once you get grounded in a place to want to stay. And we really appreciate you supporting this local TV station and the local school kids by providing the live sports coverage and all the other things that your contribution helps us do. So thank you very much.
All right, we're proud to. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Regina Ryan, and I'm the Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television. And joining me today is one of our longtime sponsors, Sean Rich with EtownExterminating.com. Sean, you all have been with us since the beginning, and without your support, we couldn't do what we do. Can you tell us about the company and when it got started and the background of how it got started?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you for this opportunity. We love to be able to be in this position where we can support Hardin County Educational Channel with all the athletic sports that we can. We feel like it's very important to do that. As far as our company, we are actually celebrating our 45th year this year as of this month. And we're really excited about that. But as far as the company, we are a full-service exterminating company. We take care of termites, general pest control. We take care of from bed bugs to spiders to, like I said, termites to mice, whatever pest control that you need.
And how many employees do you have?
Currently, we have around 36 employees.
For those who haven't used your company before, what should they expect?
Well, we do, as far as general pest control, we do a monthly service, and we will come to your house and service the house, but we do a lot of exterior service, but we also go on the inside of the house.
Your services are available for both taking care of what happens inside your home and outside your home. So in regards to a client reaching out to you, what should they expect when they come to do some service inside the home for termite control, roach issue, bed bugs, all the things that happen within the house, what should they expect?
When a technician comes to the house, they will inspect and they'll assess what needs to be done. Everything that will be done will be told to the customer prior to the treatment. We do have protocols in place with everything going on with COVID right now. We will wear a mask, we'll wear gloves, we'll sanitize our tanks, our hands, everything. So we make it as safe as possible for our technician and for the customer.
And exterior is wise.
Yes, we do a lot of service on the exterior. When we assess the property, we'll see where insects are coming into the building. We will make treatments on the outside, but also we'll make recommendations to those customers. If there's something that needs to be sealed or caulked, or a door jammed, or a sweep on a door needs to be fixed, then we'll tell the customer about that.
Now, besides that one-time service, it's really important to do monthly.
Yes, we have a monthly service. What we do is we assign that customer with a regular technician. Majority of our technicians have been with us for years, so you'll have the same person each time. But they'll give you a call the night before, set up a time for an appointment. They'll come out, they'll service. If you have any problems in between services, all you have to do is give our office a call, or we give the customer's direct line to their technician. They can call them, they'll come back out, and they'll take care of it with no extra charge.
Now, I know you're located in Hardin County, but where else do you service?
Well, we service all the surrounding counties, Meade, Nelson, Breck, Taylor, LaRue. We service about 9 different counties.
So, not that anybody wants insects in their home, but what are the most popular insect that you deal with?
We deal with, on a regular basis, spiders, ants, cockroaches, bed bugs, and mice.
Oh gosh.
And then we have a lot of seasonal insects. Ants during the summer, we have a lot more because of the rain. And then during the spring, or during the fall time of the year, we get a lot of calls like on crickets in houses. During the winter, we get a lot of calls for spiders and also for mice or rodents.
And so, and you can help out with any of those types of insects and things?
Yes, with doing general maintenance, we can get it where you're not seeing anything.
Okay. I'm assuming annually there might be rise and falls of little critters or insects that might be a little bit more aggressive than before. Is that something that's common year to year?
Yes, I mean, we usually have one insect that will pop out each year, but generally right now that we have had probably more of an uptick right now are bed bugs, and we can take care of them. But it's a lot of prep work for the customers and for us.
I was going to say, anytime you get an infestation, it does take a little bit of time, correct?
Yes, one treatment for a heavy infestation will not take care of it.
Right. You were an athlete in high school. What sports did you participate in?
I played basketball, I ran cross country, and ran track.
And your children, I know that they've also been very active.
Yes, I had a daughter that graduated in Elizabethtown in 2016. She was a swimmer. A daughter that graduated in 2019. She was a soccer player. And I have a son right now that's a junior at Etown. He's playing basketball and soccer.
Wonderful. And want to congratulate your oldest daughter is a nurse. She's on the front lines.
Yes, she just graduated from University of Kentucky this past spring. She accepted a position at Vanderbilt University Hospital, and so she's down there right now working there at Vanderbilt.
I was going to say on the front lines, those first responders.
Yes, we're very proud of her. She's taken on a task, and we're glad that she's in that position right now.
Yeah, and it means so much to those that she's taking care of, and so that's phenomenal. Your middle daughter is going to become the next generation of Etown Exterminate.
Yes, my daughter Abby, last year she told us that she wanted to come back into the company, and so this year she's been working this summer, working with a lot of my supervisors, learning how to sell. She's been working with me a lot on the management side of it and financial, and we're going to bring her up into the company, and so we're really excited about that.
I was going to say, it must have been a proud moment when she said she wanted to continue in that role.
Yes, and I always said that Abby was my dad made over. So it's exciting to see her to, when I came up into the company, my dad always said that I was going to bring it up to the next level. Now I look at Abby, and I believe she's going to bring it up to the next level for me.
That's wonderful. Now, people that would like to get in touch, what do they do?
Well, they can call us. Our phone number is 270-737-6900, or our website is www.muggabug.com. That's muggabug.com.
Amazing. And really, the nice thing about it is you get to talk to a real person.
Yes, we have 4 wonderful administrative assistants in our office, and they will talk to you live.
It really makes a lot of difference. And you're in the communities that you serve. You really give back to that community. And why is that important to you?
Well, as a family-owned company here in the community, and as a product of this community, I feel like to reinvest into the things like this in sports, athletics, or a lot of other programs that we invest into with the Hardin County school system and with the Elizabethtown Independent School System, that we can give opportunities to these kids that normally they wouldn't have money or the advantages of doing that. And as an athlete, I always look at giving back to these type of programs, because not only are they competing, but they're generating friends, and longtime friends for years to come, and that's what's more important than anything is getting these bonds. And I look back, I still have great friends that I played basketball with, or I ran cross country or track with, and they're probably some of my closest friends. So that's the reason. That's the big reason why I like giving back to these programs. Just give them opportunities to be a part of something.
Well, and developing those relationships, from assigning a specific technician to a resident, to taking care of those relationships that you've established in the community. It's really what it's all about. Well, thank you, Sean, for being such a wonderful sponsor for HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom's Live Channel 1 Sports. Without that support, we couldn't do what we do, and I just really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Well, now it's time to get back to our live sports coverage, so we're looking forward to seeing those athletes in action from all of our area schools. Hello, I'm Gina Ryan, Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television, and today we are talking with one of our longtime sponsors, Mark Harris Construction. He has been with us from the very beginning, his organization, and through the years it's with apartments and renovations and real estate, of course. And now we are joined by Regina Johnson, who is the property management for 2 of the items that we're promoting with Mark Harris Construction. Regina, tell us first, our audience, a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been a property manager for about 15 years, and so they stole me when they started building these 2 properties. So
that's probably a very good. So she said stole, so that you are a high priority.
Yes.
In terms of getting you on board. The 2 properties we want to discuss is the Black Branch Storage first. So tell us about that.
So there's 339 units. We have climate control units, big, small, all different sizes. So you can store just about anything.
Can you pay by the month or annual or 6 months?
It's monthly, yeah, and it's gated, so everything is secure. There's an on-site kiosk where you can lease on site. There's no manager on site or anything like that. You can also lease online.
Well, that's really good with COVID running around
Yes.
and everything like that. So how long would it take to get a storage facility at that location?
In just a matter of minutes. You can just go to the kiosk, or you can go to blackbranchstorage.com and lease straight online.
Okay. And are those, I'm assuming that those fill up relatively quickly. A lot of people are needing those.
Yes.
So for those that may not be familiar with what goes into storage units, what are some of those items that people might put in storage?
Most people, they store, if they're moving from if they sold a home and getting a new one, they'll just use it for a few months, to store their household items. A lot of people store things that are just in their garage that they need to get out of the way. We have some who store old cars. And I mean, just about anything.
So I was going to say, it becomes, like you said, a perfect storage place.
Yes.
And rates are in the range, are in a comfortable range?
Yes, they're very competitive.
Okay, wonderful.
For sure.
And then another exciting part of Mark Harris Construction and Organization is the Winding Springs Apartments.
Yes.
Now, tell us where those are located.
They are on Nicholas Street, close to downtown, close to Highway 62, close to everything.
Okay. And what type of apartments in regards to bedrooms, things like that are available?
These are all 2-bedroom, 2-bath luxury apartments. All the finishes are very modern and chic. It's going to be a gated community. We're very excited about it. We have one building open so far, and our next building will be open sometime in October.
Well, and if you've been down Highway 62 and you look over that area, they look amazing.
Yes, they're gorgeous.
Yeah. And what types of amenities are available for those that will be living there?
We have a clubhouse. It's a huge clubhouse. We have one side for the office and one side for just the residents, tailored to our residents. We have a pool, and it's going to be gated, so we're going to be the only gated community in town. We're going to have a dog park, several other amenities.
That sounds fun. Now, are they fully furnished, or can individuals make them their own?
Both. We can have furnished apartments. We do a lot of corporate apartments for local places here in town. And then you can, of course, bring your own stuff.
Great. And how do people get additional information about leasing those apartments?
So you can go to WindingSpringsEtown.com. Or you can call 270-766-1155.
And is that process, does it take very long to do?
No, not at all. Okay. I'm very quick at responding.
And are they monthly or biannual?
The typical lease is a year. We will do shorter term leases, especially with corporate apartments.
Oh, so there are corporate apartments.
Yes.
Okay, so what might be that added incentive for a corporate apartment?
It's cheaper than a hotel. And you have more room. You have a kitchen, it's like home.
As I mentioned at the beginning, Mark Harris has been one of our very beginning sponsors, committed to what we do with HCEC-TV. And without that investment, we would not be able to carry the live local high school sports that we do. Right. And we do close to 80 a year. And it goes back to when Mark was an athlete in this local community, and his children were athletes in this community, and he is really committed to helping with that. So being a member of that organization, what would you like to add about that?
Well, I think that the owners, they're locally owned. They've been in this community for a very long time. They're committed to the community. They're committed to the surroundings, and they love to give back.
Well, Mark Harris Construction is definitely the embodiment of being active and involved in your community and supporting those around you. And we always appreciate all of those supporters and our sponsors, and again, without them, we couldn't do what we do.
Absolutely.
So, Regina, for our audience, just to remind them again, and if you didn't catch that, it's Regina and Gina. The Regina and Gina show today. How can people get in touch with you as property manager?
The best way is probably by phone, 270-766-1155, or email. It's regina@windingspringseatown.com.
Okay, thank you, and wish you all a great leasing season, and also in filling up all those storage facilities and everything.
Yes, for sure.
So thank you for joining us, Regina. And thank you for watching our HCEC-TV, Brandenburg Telecom, live sports coverage. It's time to meet another of our wonderful sponsors with HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom's live sports coverage. Today we are joined by Whitney Ballou. She is a physical therapist at Physical Therapy Associates, which has been with us for many, many years, almost practically from the very beginning. And without their support, we could not do what we do in regards to our live sports coverage. Whitney, we are 6 feet apart, so we're going to remove our masks so you can hear us a little bit better and see our happy faces.
That's right.
So, Whitney, tell us about the history of Physical Therapy Associates.
I have been with the company for almost 5 years now. Guy Wallace, who is very well known in the community, started the company in 2002. We are up to 6 clinics now. Our clinic that we are in now in the Elizabethtown location has actually continued to grow. We add on and then we add on a little bit more. So growth is a good thing, especially with the economy the way that it is these days. It has grown not just employee-wise, obviously patient-wise, just the way that we use the building for a lot of the local sports, both school-related and the extracurriculars that people participate in. And the building is constantly in use with the turf that we have now too. So
right, that's awesome. The turf really provides well, it gives you extra space and gets you to do what you need to do. What types of services do you provide?
So we provide the obvious, the orthopedic related, the surgicals, those that are not surgical as well, just your general injury for the athletes that I know that you and I have specifically discussed. We treat a lot of neurological conditions from vertigo to dizziness, balance type issues. We work on a lot of gait with patients. Our turf provides a great area for us to do those types of things. We provide traction, dry needling, A-stem, which is just an instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization. We have a lot of services and a lot of different certifications within our licensed individuals that can provide a pretty good variety of treatments for our patients.
And with diabetic patients, there's some procedures
Correct.
that you provide too?
Neuropathy is something that we see quite a bit of. There is an anodyne treatment that we use with some of those patients. And then again, as far as the gait side that's related to a lot of those neuro problems, we use a lot of our turf for that as well.
COVID-19 has probably affected your business, so
Yes.
talk about what's been going on with COVID-19.
So all of physical therapy across the board was shut down for roughly a week, a little bit less than that, just depending on what area you were in. They deemed us as non-essential to start. And then a lot of people went to bat for us, thankfully, saying that we are essential, which we definitely feel that we are. We were cut down to our caseload with just those urgent and emergent cases, which would be your surgical patients who needed to come to us so that they didn't end up worse than they were prior to surgery, fractures, really bad injuries that needed quick, if we didn't get to them quick, that they were going to be in a lot worse shape than they were off. So it cut us down quite a bit. We cut our caseload by probably 80%. We've slowly built that back up, so we're getting close to more what we would consider normal, but we can see a little bit of everything now, so we're thankful to be kind of free reign with everybody again.
Well, and in regards to delivery of service, I'm sure that you all have always taken protective,
absolutely,
whatever type of protection you need in terms of keeping both you and the patient safe and things. In regards to athletics, high school athletics, you used to think, oh, those high school athletes, those middle school athletes, even elementary school athletes, they're young, their bones heal, their muscles heal. How many of those patients do you see on a regular basis?
They do heal much quicker, but yes, they do still get hurt. You know, that has actually gone down in number as well. The sports were cut back there for a while. People weren't getting out, so people weren't doing as much as they were prior to all this COVID stuff that occurred. And our caseload's getting back up to normal with that. Our kids make up, probably anywhere 25 to 50% of our caseload, just depending on the given time frame, sports seasons that we're in and things like that. It's definitely increased since the school sports have been allowed to play. I was not going to be surprised if we saw more, just because they weren't getting the time to practice and do things before they were playing games. But thankfully we haven't seen a whole lot of injuries, which is good for bad for business, but definitely good for the individual, and that's what we care about the most.
Awesome.
Yes.
You are a former high school athlete at Central Hardin High School.
Yes.
Just briefly talk about those years.
The glory days, as I like to call them. I played soccer and basketball both. I wouldn't trade those years for the world. I had very good coaches, very good teammates, and I just kept saying, I was telling patients and employers or our coworkers that I wouldn't trade those days for the world. So I can't imagine what some of these kids have gone through that haven't been able to play. They've missed out on not just senior years, but any year of high school, any year of middle school that you can't play those sports. That keeps so many kids not just out of trouble, but keeps them in shape, keeps the mental aspect of their lives in check too, which is so important. And I'm glad that they've been able to participate in a lot of those things now. I know there's still restrictions with it, but those are days that I wouldn't take away from my life, and I know that those kids wouldn't either. So I'm glad to see that they're back in session with a lot of that.
And with your sponsorship, we're able to bring live coverage to those that can't attend the sporting events because we're limited in number.
Correct.
They can watch that event at home, and
Right.
they can stream it, and they can share it, and so that's a huge benefit. When you were an athlete, did you notice HCEC-TV?
Oh yes, I did, absolutely. Yeah. And that's such a good privilege for them, especially with having limited tickets. I come from a very large family, which we were just talking about, so thinking about my parents, my aunts and uncles that came to games, or even just friends, you've got so many classmates that you hope can be there. Again, that's part of the glory days, as I call them, your friends going and cheering you on. And so for them to at least be able to watch it and talk to the players about how they did, know what a great catch or what a great shot, those mean a lot to those players. So it's great that you all are able to provide that service.
Great, and it does give them a little bit of extra exposure.
Absolutely.
To the broader audience and things.
Absolutely.
Maybe a coach from a Division I or Division II might
Exactly.
check you out. So, what about your commitment to the community? PTA is very involved. What are some of those things that you all really enjoy participating in?
So sponsorship is something that Guy Wallace is big on too. There's a lot of different recreational leagues that he's a part of from all of his kids that participate, but the marketing aspect, there's a lot that they're involved in with that as well. Our athletes are, I say, some of our prized possessions, but it's really great to be able to work with them, just to be able to see them get back on the field. Working with any patient is excellent, but when we can get our athletes specifically back to a school setting, whether it's just going to class because they can get off their crutches or get out of their wheelchair or get back on the field or court, it's great that we're able to play such a big role in that for them.
Awesome.
Yes.
For individuals that would like to contact physical therapy associates, what can they do?
They can call our office at 270-234-1569. We're open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday, so they can get in contact with us for that. We also rent out our turf. Well, we did pre-COVID, but we've got 5,400 square feet of turf facility that we also use for some of those recreational activities that hopefully once we get a little bit lifted on our restrictions that we're able to start incorporating that again as well.
Okay. And that turf application is really important. Mm-hmm. What I said it just gives you a wide open space, but what kinds of things take place in there?
It is great for our ACL patients specifically. We have them doing some very high level activities, some running, jogging, sprinting, a lot of agility type activities with ladders and hurdles. It's great for our neuro patients where we're doing gait and balance stuff, just trying to walk laps, working on getting from a walker to a cane, just being able to have that space where people can open up without feeling scared because we're too close to other tables or other patients and things like that. It's been great as far as COVID goes because the 6-foot rule has not been a problem. We are very spaced out, probably 20 feet between each table, which has been very nice. We actually added onto the turf initially, and then that didn't seem big enough, so we actually added on again. So we can also do throwing programs. We have the distance to be able to do those types of things. For our baseball and softball players, football players, of course, it's set up like an actual football field. We have the yards marked out, and it's nice to be able to work with that with them too.
I would say that physical therapy is one of those areas that has exploded in the last even decade.
Right.
When I was very young, you never heard, really, I didn't know of anyone that ever had gone through physical therapy. But now physical therapy extends to even the mindset and
Absolutely.
the emotional. So can you address that? Why do you think that that has occurred?
Pain is perception. Everybody perceives it differently. Of course, pain tolerance is different across the board, but if you hurt, it absolutely changes your entire mental state. So our physical abilities will absolutely address our mental abilities throughout daily life, from work to just waking up in the mornings. I actually had never had, I wasn't super familiar with PT myself, even growing up around sports and, teammates tearing ACLs and spraining ankles and things like that. I went to school actually to be a dentist to start, so I thankfully had some great mentors that led me to PT with my background and my love for the body, the anatomy, and all of that stuff that I loved class-wise. But pain is perception, so it has just continued to grow. People realize how much of a benefit it is for maintenance in some cases, but most of all prevention. A lot of our athletes that we've talked about, prevention of those injuries, if we can stop it, especially with a lot of the sport isolation, people doing just 1 or 2 sports focused on that. Us growing up, like I said, I played 3 or 4 growing up, so that's kind of changed a little bit. People are tending to specialize, which is totally fine, but it will sometimes cause some more injuries.
And that specialization may cause one injury over and over again.
Correct, like we had also discussed. Yes, exactly. So we are continuing to grow, maybe because of that as far as the athletes go, but pain is perception, and I think that the more that we are able to get that out there and people realize how good it can be just for an everyday life, not just returning to sport or returning to work, I think the more that it gets out there, you tell your friend, and then everybody's like, oh, it can help a lot more than we think.
Well, I appreciate Guy Wallace, and I appreciate Physical Therapy Associates, and I appreciate all that PTA offers this community, and it's really, it's been phenomenal. And you're in a couple of different counties now too, correct?
Yes. And same to you all, by the way, for what you all do for the county. Yes, so we have the Elizabethtown Clinic, but then we also have Ratcliffe, we have Meade County, Hodgenville, Bardstown, and then a South Louisville clinic as well.
Right, so easily acceptable for anywhere you need to go,
right.
Contact PTA, and it's pretty easy to get a recommendation also.
Absolutely. We are actually a direct access state, so you can go to physical therapy without a doctor's order. Now, insurance would depend on some of those cases, but it's really easy to get physical therapy. All you got to do is call us.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you again, Whitney, for joining us, and thank you for joining us at home. We appreciate all of our sponsors on HCEC-TV for our live sports coverage. And without Physical Therapy Associates, please support them. We could not do what we do to bring these wonderful athletes into your home on a regular basis.
I am Kyler Barkley. I am with the Media Arts program in HCEC-TV. I am a third-year student, and today I am interviewing one of our longtime sponsors, President of West Point Bank, Josh Hubbard. Josh, tell us a little bit about West Point Bank and its history.
Yes, so West Point Bank was purchased by First Breckenridge Bank shares in the early 1980s. We were one facility there in West Point, and we've expanded from West Point into Upton, Glendale, Radcliffe, and Elizabethtown. So we have 5 locations throughout Hardin County, owned by First Breckenridge Bank Shares, which owns several other banks throughout the Central Kentucky region. But West Point Bank is in Hardin County with one location in Upton, which is actually in LaRue County, but 4 branches in Hardin County and 1 in LaRue County.
Could you tell us a little bit about services offered new and old?
Absolutely. So West Point Bank is a full-service bank. We provide free checking accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, IRAs. We also make loans for just about anything. 1 to 4 family, primary residence loans, farm loans, agricultural loans, multifamily, automobile loans, you name it, we can pretty much do it when it comes to banking. So we obviously, like I said, are a full service bank.
Is there any specific areas of involvement in your community that the bank makes?
Yes, so we really strive to serve the communities that we operate in, primarily all of Hardin and the surrounding counties. We pride ourselves in our employees living, working, going to church in the communities that our banks are located in. So whether it be participating with HCEC-TV, doing the sports coverage, the Heartland Parade, West Point River Days, Glendale Spring Fest, Upton Days, just the Hooray for Heroes or the Ratcliffe Mayor's Breakfast, whatever that may be, we really strive to be involved and give back to the communities that we serve.
So you were talking about community involvement and HCEC-TV sport coverage. Is there anything, like, are you passionate about covering sports?
Absolutely. So we've been a longtime sponsor of this programming. When I grew up in high school, when I was growing up in high school, I obviously played high school sports. My son plays high school sports. A lot of the employees who work for me, their children play high school sports. And I just think that sports are great for children of all ages. It teaches them a lot of things. One, how to be a good teammate. You need to be a good teammate in order to be a good employee. It teaches them accountability. It teaches them work ethic. I think it teaches them how to win and how to lose. You know, life can be hard. There's going to be ups and downs, and winning a game, losing a game, winning as a team, losing as a team. I think it just gives valuable insight to just life in general by playing sports.
I completely agree and understand, and we appreciate your sponsorship. Now, is there any other extra information you would like to let the viewing audience know?
Just in general, West Point Bank, like I said, we strive to provide the best possible customer service that we can provide. We are extremely enthusiastic about the communities that we serve, the citizens in those communities, and we would really like to be your bank and to establish a relationship with you if we don't have one, and if we do have a relationship with you, to just further expand upon that relationship. We are, again, strive to provide the absolute best customer service and just, are just thrilled to be a part of the community that we serve.
How can people get additional information about your bank? Do you have any sort of contact?
Yes, so we obviously, as I said earlier, we have 4 locations in Hardin County and 1 in LaRue County. So West Point, Ratcliffe, Elizabethtown, Glendale, and Upton. You can follow us on Facebook. You can like our Facebook page. You can also visit us at westpointbank.com.
All right. Thank you again for your continued support. We wouldn't be able to do it without your support. Again, we appreciate you, and let's have a good season.
Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal helps keep America clean.
Got a car that needs to be scrapped? Older furniture not working? We pay Todd down. Call Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling today. Family owned and operated for over 40 years.
Premier Metal Recycling Company, we even handle the unloading. Waddell's Auto and Scrap, now with 2 locations.
Do your part. Keep America clean.
Welcome back to John Hardin High School for tonight's 5th Region semifinal action of the girls soccer tournament. Our halftime score has Elizabethtown on top, 1-0 with 40 minutes to play. Isabella Yates scored the only goal in the first half with 23:34 to go on the clock. A very physical matchup between the Banshees and the Panthers. Banshees will have the opening possession of the second half. Carly Thurman will start this off. We'd like to say hello to her father watching us from the Philippines, Nick. Officials making sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. start it. Thurman will play it back. Ashlyn Miles sends this one high in the air. Looks like it's going to go out. Does. That'll be a throw in. Panthers. Garcia to throw this one in. Down the line to Bell. Bell back to Carter. Carter will send it forward to Campbell Wallace, who gets it right back to Bell. And then it's out off of Clayton. Throw in Etown. That's going to be a free kick. Oh, that'll be Inman that throws this one in. Into the box, bounced around off a couple of heads. Yates there. Inman gets up there. Now Clayton. And that'll be out to Garcia. Roby trying to send it forward. Zoller keeps it for the Panthers. Simpson provides the pressure back to Inman. Inman one times it to Yates. Yates tries to squeeze it through. Now to be high in the air. Coming out is Zutterman, and she'll grab it. Zoller gets to it, but it'll be Sparks that sends it up the field. Now Langley Wallace send it back. Ball come to Campbell Wallace. Heads that one a little too tough, and that'll go over the end line, and it'll be a goal kick for Bethlehem. Looks like it'll be Clayton that will take this one. So towards the outside. Swink with it. She'll send it back down. It's going to go off of Meredith. Throw in Etown. Carter will throw this one in. Down the line trying to get to Campbell Wallace. Goes off to the corner. And Meredith gets it back. And then it went out. Throw in Etown. Carter will leave it as Inman will come over. .37.5 minutes to go. So we thrown into the box, headed right to Zutterman with the save. That one back. Ashlyn Miles, out of the Thurman, who heads it forward. Garcia there, pops it back up in the air. Inman heads it back towards midfield. Campbell Wallace is there. And offsides. And it'll be a free kick for the Banshees. Young sets this one down. She'll send it out towards the left side. Ashlyn Miles there plays it forward. Swink will send it back near midfield. Simpson comes over. Off her foot towards the outside. That'll go out. And a throw in Etown. Swing to throw this one in. We'll have a stoppage. So to go down the line. Clayton gets over, knocks that one out. Another throw in for the Panthers. Inman again will come up to take this one. So again, thrown into the box, headed back out, right to Carter. Carter's shot goes off Simpson. Inman back to the middle. Carter lays it back. Zoller clips this one. It'll go over the goal and will be a goal kick for the Banshees. And the winner of this game will take on the winner of our second semifinal later tonight. That one will be between Bardstown and LaRue County. That game will be at 7 o'clock on Thursday. That one out. Inman again to throw this in. into the box. Headed back out the top. Zoller again. I'm going to go wide right. Another goal kick for the Banshees. Clayton again to take this one. This one headed toward Lozano. Trying to get, not able to get a clean touch on it. Yates will send it outside. That goes out. It'll be a throw in. Bethlehem. They're going to say throw in Etown. Inman will come and take this throw in. And this is going to go towards the in line. It goes over and it'll be a goal kick for Bethlehem. That was Young that sends that one out to Tessa Miles. She'll send it up the middle of the field to Thurman. Thurman gets it to the outside for Roby. Roby will send it back towards the middle. Ashlyn Miles there. It comes back. Garcia sends it down Etown's left. That will go out and be a throw in Banshees. Lozano with this one. Headed back in, but it'll be Clayton who sends it down the right side. Thurman there as it goes off Durbin. And now Sparks with it. Back to Roby, will send it towards the middle of the field. Yates gets there for Etown. Up, and that goes right to Young. Young will send it to the outside for Meredith. This one to the outside. Now Tessa Miles with it. Played back for Meredith. She'll send it towards the middle. One hop comes down to Roby. Roby will head it over. Close to a handball. So that one's going to be cleared out by Garcia. That'll be a throw in. Barstown Bethlehem. This one shot in and headed right to Bates. 32:45 to go in the ball game. Sit down the middle. Campbell Wallace will head it off to the right. Young chases it down for Bethlehem as Campbell Wallace getting there. It goes out. It'll be a throw in Etown. And Inman makes the long track to go and throw this one in. Etown will have 4 players in the box. Thrown deep into the box, headed around, through the box. Zutterman dives on it on the other side. That one punted away, goes right to Carter. That'll be sent forward. Campbell Wallace had stopped moving. That one will go all the way over the in line and will be a goal kick for the Banshees. Tomorrow night we will be in Bardstown at Thomas Nelson High School. 7 o'clock kickoff for the boys' 5th region title. It'll be between the North Hardin Trojans and the Elizabethtown Panthers. And that one at 7 o'clock. Zoller plays this one back. That'll go outside and be a throw in for Etown. Swink comes over to throw this one in. Down the line, off Tessa Miles, another throw in Panthers. Inman to throw this one in. That one bounced around. Campbell Wallace there, along with Young for Bethlehem. Now Carter with it. That one goes off of Young. Campbell Wallace again with it. As Carter comes back for it, she'll give it to Yates, top of the box. Now Inman with it. She takes a shot. That one goes off Clayton and over the end line, and it'll be a corner kick for the Panthers. Zoller heads off to take this one. So be sent to the other side, and they'll go all the way through, and will be a goal kick for Bethlehem. Clayton to take this one. So we sent to Roby. Roby will send it towards the middle of the field. Langley Wallace back there for the Panthers. She'll send it back down the other way. Campbell Wallace one touch, but it'll be Clayton that sends it back out. Now Simpson with it. Simpson still with it, keeps it in, keeps her footing. Garcia back, she plays it to the outside, it'll go out, throw in Banshees. Thurman quickly throws this one in. Roby will head it. It's at the top of the box. Ashlyn Miles now trying to get a clean foot on it, can't do it. Swing there for the Panthers. Sparks gets it back, now to be Meredith who comes in, hits this one high in the air. Headed towards the outside, Thurman will get it. Thurman shot, Bates with the save. Ashlyn Yates sends it to the outside. Ashlyn Miles, excuse me. Subs coming in. Throw in for Etown. Inman will come and take this one. This one down the line, trying to get it to Carter. Carter there, Young coming after her. Cross. Clayton got a foot on it. That'll be cleared out by Lozano. Inman rushing up, gets it right back. As her and Young go after it. Inman keeps it in. It comes to Tessa Miles. Campbell, Wallace, and Young going after it. Clayton. Oh, sorry, that was Meredith. Shot. That'll go wide right. And a goal kick for the Banshees. Clayton will take this one. So we'll go on the left side for the Banshees. That'll go out. Throw in Etown. Swing to send this one in. Meredith there. Played it back up right to Robinson. Gets it in now. Bell with it. Clayton on her. Bell trying to find some space. Shot. That'll go just high. And it'll be a goal kick for Bethlehem. Sub coming in. Young comes back. She'll take this goal kick. Near the middle. Thurman pops it in the air. Langley Wallace now there. She'll play it back. Swink gets to this one. Swink will play it to the outside. Throw in Banshees. I think this is Tessa Miles that'll throw this one in. Inman gets to it. Ball bouncing around. Cross there. Bates right there for it. High hop. Meredith sends it back. Inman heads it near midfield. Sparks back the other way. Carter gets it back for Etown, but Simpson there for Bethlehem. And now Bell with it. She'll lay it to the outside for Zoller. Lozano there for Bethlehem. Squares up. Shot going towards the right side. It's in! Emma Zoller from 25 yards out. Puts it in the side net. So 26:07 to go in the game. And Etown.
Elizabethtown goal scored by number 10, Emma Zoller.
This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV. It's a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, EtownApartments.com, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, Etown Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tessa Miles with it. Ashlyn Miles with it, sent down the middle. Now Carter with it. That one played to the outside. Inman keeps it. Inman and Meredith take it down into the corner. Inman tries to cross, block there by Meredith. Goes back out. It'll be a throw in Etown. Inman will take this one. This time, Etown keeping 5 players back. That will be headed out. Where's the middle? Etown will keep it now to be Carter, who sends a shot up. That'll go wide left. And it'll be a goal kick for Bethlehem. Clayton again to take this one. Zoller will send this one back up, trying to get it to Davis. Lozano heads that one. That one goes off of Ashlyn Miles, and she'll head it forward. Up to Thurman, lays it back for Sparks. Robinson there for Etown. She'll get it to Carter. Simpson there. Now it's up to Campbell Wallace, but Simpson gets it back. Simpson to the outside. Tessa Miles will send it down the middle. Langley Wallace will come to it first. To Zoller. That one goes off of Ashlyn Miles. Langley Wallace heads it back to Zoller. She'll try to send this one out. Simpson tracks to this one. Lays it to the outside. Meredith will play it forward. Durbin sends it back out. Campbell Wallace will keep it in. She'll try to get it to Carter in the middle of the field. Carter driving down. As Clayton gets there. Now Carter turns, shot. Wide right. Goal kick. Banshees. Zutterman to take this one. She'll send it up the right side. Robinson now with it. She'll send it forward. Davis not going to be able to get to that one. It'll be a throw in Bethlehem. It's Clayton that throws that one in. Davis plays it to the middle. Zoller now going to get it to Campbell Wallace outside. Davis not able to get to that one. Lozano to throw this one in. That one sent forward. Lozano back with it, but it goes right to Emma Robinson. She plays it back. It's going to go all the way to Tessa Miles. She's going to send it up the right, trying to get it to Thurman. Garcia back there for Etown. Ball comes around. Tessa Miles with it. She'll play it forward to Hurst. Garcia gets there for Etown. She'll kick it out, and it'll be a throw-in. Bethlehem. So they throw it into the box. Tessa Miles heads it one hop. Bates will pick it up. Bates will punt this one away. High hop. Clayton gathers it in. She'll take it to the left side. Still driving it up. Sent forward. Swink will send it back near midfield. Simpson comes up. Simpson now with possession. She'll lay it over to Sparks. Sparks inside to Thurman. Thurman going to lay it off a little too far for Ashlyn Miles. Back out into midfield. Sparks again with it as Davis comes back, and she'll get it back for the Panthers. She sends it up for Campbell Wallace. Young with her as they run in. They're going to play that one through. And now it'll be Young with the ball. Young lays it up for Thurman. Langley Wallace racing back to get in front of her. It's on Thurman's right foot. Cross. Too high off of Miles, and it'll be a goal kick. Panthers. Campbell Wallace will clear the field. Langley Wallace to take this one. Clayton sends it back across the field to Tessa Miles. Outside for Meredith, now into Sparks. Sparks will turn and clear at the other side. Garcia gets to this for the Panthers. She'll send it forward. Clayton able to stop it again right there. Now Simpson with it. Play to the outside for Hurst. Garcia in front of her, and it's Zoller who comes back to get this one. That one down the line. And the fans disagreeing with it. He's let it be physical the whole game. This is not, it's not anything. Now, Etown Panther is down, but it's been physical both ways the entire ball game. It'll be Zoller. So the ball went out down on Etown's offensive end. So Etown will sub in. Zoller will come off the field. .36 to go. Etown on top 2-0. Inman to throw this one in. Down the line, Carter kicks it out, and it'll be a goal kick for Bethlehem. And it'll be Young that will take this one. So down the middle, Carter heads it straight up. Headed back now, Inman heads it. Clayton will get this one, heads it back near midfield. That one, Ashlyn Miles to Hurst. Hurst going to send it across the field. Swink will head it back. Simpson comes up to get it back for Bethlehem. She'll send it down, trying to get it to Thurman. Bates will come over and get to it before Thurman gets there. She'll be able to punt this one away. High hop. Simpson hits it straight up in the air. It'll go to Yates. We'll head it to Carter. Carter's going to flip it forward, trying to get it to Bell. Now it'll be Meredith that sends it back down the middle of the field. Coming up is Inman. Sparks chasing after her. Inman shot. That'll go wide right. And this will be Young that will take this one. Subs back in on both sides. Down the middle of the field. Inman back with it. Gets it to the top of the box. Tries nothing there. Campbell Wallace shot and knocked away by Zutterman right near the left post. Will result in a corner kick for the Panthers. Carter hurries up over. Carter to take this one. This one's going to go to the far side. Inman heads it. That'll go wide right into the goal kick for the Banshees. Young takes this one, going to send it down the right side. Zoller will send it back the other way. High hop, Young and Campbell Wallace go after it. Well, a foul on Etown. Free kick for the Banshees. Young now sends it down the middle of the field. Tessa Miles gets it over to Thurman. Langley Wallace back outside. Now Roby with it. She'll chip it in. Langley Wallace again sends it back out. Bell heads it back towards Zoller. Those two players come in, almost hit each other. Now Carter with it. She'll get it to Inman. As Tessa Miles comes back, this one will be sent forward for Campbell Wallace. Zutterman out, she'll get it as soon as it goes into the box. And now she'll roll it out the left side up to Meredith. 17 minutes to go. Sparks now with it right at midfield. Chips it forward. Bates out, and she will get to it before Thurman can get there. Down Etown's left. Clayton there and kicks that one out. It'll be a throw in for Etown. Carter immediately throws it in. Clayton will get to this one. She'll send it out. And it's going to be a corner kick for the Panthers. And Zoller will head up to take this one. Some subs coming in. So near the front of the box, headed by Campbell Wallace into the net. Did Zunnerman go as she knocked it away, and then able to clear it out. Swink will gather it in on the far side for the Panthers. Plays it up to Robinson. Robinson back in. Now Carter tries to send it in. Stopped and sent back the other way. Tessa Miles now with it. She's going to get it to the outside for Meredith. As the Banshees mount an attack. Sparks in the middle. She'll lay it back for Simpson. Simpson now to the right side. Garcia comes out. And Simpson chose to cross. That goes off Garcia. It'll be a corner kick for the Banshees. I believe it was Young that went down to take this one. About 6 meters out. Headed a couple times by the Panther. Shot from Thurman. That'll go wide right and will be a goal kick for Elizabethtown. Etown gets a couple of subs back in. .35 to go in the ball game. Again, Etown on top 2-0. In the first half, it was Isabella Yates scoring, and in the second half, Emma Zoller scoring for the Panthers. Sparks will head that one right back. Thurman one touches it, headed back. I believe it was Durbin. Thurman with it. Crosses there for Ashlyn Miles. It goes off her heel and right to Bates. Bates punts it down Etown's right. Meredith sends it back near midfield to Tessa Miles. She'll send it up for Ashlyn Miles. It goes out. Throw in Etown. Swink to throw this one in. And subs coming in. Down the line. Swink sends it back. Now Meredith with it. Trying to keep it down on that end. It was Langley Wallace who sent it back the other way. Now the ball played towards the middle. Clayton will get to this one. She lays it to the outside. Trying to get it. Garcia will send it towards the middle. Young there for Bethlehem. Now Garcia will send it to Robinson. As Meredith comes up. She chips that one forward. Langley Wallace there will send it back near midfield. Ball knocked around. Simpson kicks it high in the air. Over to Roby. Heads it straight up. Now Zoller heads it. Now to be Ashlyn Miles to the outside for Thurman. Garcia there for the Etown. Thurman tries to, gets it on her left foot. Pass inside. Langley Wallace gets to that one and she clears it. This one will come up to Davis. Judd there for the Banshees. That goes out. It'll be a throw in Etown. Oh, they're going to say a foul, so it'll be a free kick for the Panthers. Zoller to take this one. They have subs that have to get off the field. They kick it forward. Simpson now with it. Up the middle of the field. Durbin gets to that one. Durbin now to Davis towards the middle. Judd back there for the Banshees. And a foul called, and it'll be a free kick for the Panthers. 11:38 to go in the ball game. Again, Zoller to take this one. Oh, it'll be Campbell Wallace. This one towards the goal, over the goal, and it will be a goal kick for the Banshees. Subs in for both sides. Clayton will take this one. He's sent to the outside. Lozano with it. Bell gets it back for the Panthers. That'll go out off of, it's going to be off Etown. Hurst will throw this one in. She's going to go down the line, trying to get to Thurman. That goes off Etown. Another throw in. Thurman quickly with it. She's going to throw it down, trying to get it to Ashlyn Miles. Sent back out by the Panthers. Hurst will keep it on this end. She'll send it across. Simpson now with it to the outside for Meredith. That one off of a Panther to the top of the box. Sparks shot, and that will go wide right. And Bates let it roll out, so it'll be a goal kick. Langley Wallace to take this one. Down the middle of the field. That one played to the outside. Zoller heads it up near midfield. Lozano there. Now Carter with it for Etown. Send that one forward, trying to get it to Inman. It's on her foot. Meredith in front of her. Shot. Saved by Zutterman. Headed forward. Thurman goes chasing after it. Lee Wallace comes over. That one's going to run through Durbin. She'll turn, send it back out to the top of the box, right on Sparks. Popped up again. Simpson there, but it'll be Zoller who sends it out. And now Carter sends it out near midfield. That'll go out, throw in. Lozano. Throw it down the line to Hurst, who plays it back to Clayton, who sends it in. Yates gets to that one for Etown. She'll send it right down the middle of the field. Now Zutterman coming out as Campbell Wallace comes up to it. Zutterman sends it out. Banshee's left side, unable to keep it in. Throw in Etown. We'll have subs check in first. Swink will throw this one in. Into Carter. Back out off Bethlehem. Another throw in. Now it'll be Inman to throw this one in. 8 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Down the line, all the way to Carter. Young on her. It goes out. Throw in Etown. And Inman will come to take this one. Three players in the box for the Panthers. Clayton heads that one out. Meredith will chase it down. She'll send it forward. Bates there. She'll let it cross into the box and then pick it up. sent back the other way. Zoller got to it, but it'll be Simpson who has it. Now played to the outside. Simpson keeps this one in. Hurst sends it back in. It'll be Langley Wallace. Actually hits it off a teammate. Now Thurman, as Wallace will come over and send that one out. Throw in by Hurst. Throw it into the box. Tessa Miles with it. Turn, shot. That one wide to the left. Not sure that one's ever going to get out. Saved in by the Banshees. And Carter will clean it out, send it out off the light pole. We have a sub coming in. Headed straight up, headed towards Bates. One hop and she'll gather that one in. Bates will punt this one away. Down the middle of the field, Campbell Wallace there. Lozano gets it back for the Banshees. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. That one goes out, throw in. Thurman quickly with it. She'll throw it towards the middle. Sparks there. Ball bouncing around. Sparks left foot, headed there at the top of the box. Now Zoller will clear it. Young gathers it in. She'll chip it to the outside. Meredith there. And that one will be cleared by Inman. That will go up. Davis there as Clayton rushes back. Davis still with it. Towards the middle, left foot. Goes off Lozano, and Zutterman will come out and pick this one up. She'll have to punt it away. Down the right side. Big hop. Hurst there. Back towards Sparks. Durbin heads it straight up in the air. Now Tessa Miles pops it up towards Thurman. Thurman there's Garcia on her. Langley Wallace heads it to the outside. Hurst keeps it in play, and Inman down the middle of the field. Off Lozano, Clayton there. She'll send it right back, but this is going to come to Kennedy Carter. She tries to send it to the outside, sent back near midfield. Sparks now with it. She'll get it to the outside for Hurst. 4:35 to go. And that one taken away by Zoller. Back down the line. This is going to go out. Throw in for the Banshees. 4:26 to go. Into Hurst. Sparks now with it. She'll send it towards the corner. A little too heavy a touch. That'll go over the end line, and it will be a goal kick for Elizabethtown. Subs checking in. Clock stops under 5 minutes to go. The team leading is sending in substitutes. Langley Wallace to take this one. Ahead, Bell. Now Carter gets it to Campbell Wallace. Young comes over to get in front of her. Now to be Clayton that gets in front of Campbell Wallace. That one will be sent out. Goes over, and it'll be a throw in Etown. And now to be Kennedy Carter to throw this one in. 3:40 to go. We have a foul. That'll be a free kick for Panthers. So it looks like Carter is lining this one up. Her and Campbell Wallace next to each other. They're going to take it down to the corner and try to play keep away. It was over the end line, and it'll be a goal kick for the Banshees. Clayton puts it down. We're under 3 minutes to go. Inman there heads it, but it goes right to Tessa Miles. She'll send it forward up the left side. Ashlyn Miles now with it. She cuts back towards the center. Shot. And one hop and into the arms of Marissa Bates. High bounce in the middle. And sent to the outside. Meredith will get to this one, but unable to keep it in. Throw in Etown, so it'll stop the clock. 2:14 to go. The sub gets in. That one down the line, that'll go out. Throw in Etown. Inman will come to get this one. Throw it down into the corner. I believe that's Young over there. Goes out, throw in Banshees. Down the line. Inman plays it back in towards the middle. Carter with it. As Clayton comes up, she'll lay it off. Campbell Wallace stops it on the outside. Again, we'll take it to the corner. And that will be a foul. And it'll be a kick for, now we'll stop the clock with 1:20 to go. So get another semifinal taking place tonight here at John Hardin. We'll have Bardstown and LaRue County. They will meet Thursday night, the winner of this game and that game, 7 o'clock back here at Etown, or sorry, at John Hardin. Tomorrow night we will have the boys' 5th region championship game. That'll take place from Thomas Nelson High School in Bardstown. It'll have the North Hardin Trojans and the Elizabethtown Panthers squaring off for the 4th time this year. Etown won the first 2. North Hardin won the 17th district championship. I'm not sure what's down in the corner. I think there were some fans that were down there. They're going to move them back to the other side. Still 1:20 to go. Ellen Inman and Carter, or Kennedy Carter, over by the ball. Again, they'll play keep away down there. Inman now with it, goes over. So throw in for the Banshees. Oh, no, they're going to say the foul. So just kick it in, and now Clayton send it out the right side. Aldridge there for Etown. Zoller shot. Save Zutterman. She saved it. She sent it like basically right up on top of the crossbar, and it comes back down to her. That one to the middle. Roby pops that one in the air. Durbin heads it back to Kennedy Carter. And now it'll be Simpson with it. She keeps carrying it forward. Durbin gets it back. 28 seconds to go. Durbin down the middle of the field. Clayton plays it back for Zutterman. High hop, Tessa Miles. And then Swink sends it back up. Now it'll be Clayton that'll send it down the middle. Lands on the foot of Simpson. Garcia clears it from there, 6 seconds. And that is going to do it. Elizabethtown is victorious, 2-0 over Bethlehem, and they will move on to Thursday night's championship game. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results online at physicaltherapyky.com. EtownApartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. Take a virtual tour today at EtownApartments.com. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrappy metal and recycling. Etown Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company that's been serving the surrounding area since 1976. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple online at westpointbank.com. We're now going to turn our attention to Mike McCune at midfield as he will have the calling of the all-tournament team.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please turn your attention to midfield, where John Hardin Athletic Director Mike McCune will present the all-tournament selections for the Bethlehem Banshee. The first all-tournament selection is number 3, Ashlyn Miles.
So Ashlyn Miles named to the all-tournament team.
Bethlehem's second all 5th region tournament team selection, number 13, Carly Thurman.
Carly Thurman also named to the all-tournament team. And there will be another semifinal tonight, LaRue County and Bardstown taking place Thursday night. Elizabethtown has punched their ticket to the final. We here at HCEC-TV will be covering that game starting at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night we will be in Bardstown at Thomas Nelson High School, covering the boys championship game between North Hardin and Elizabethtown, that one starting at 7 o'clock. For all of our workers here at HCEC-TV, I am Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night.